Photosynthesis, lecture number 14. Now, more details of C3 cycle. Okay, see, अभी तक मैंने थोड़ा ऊपर सिखाया था आपको. मेल्विन केल्विन का मेथड भी हमने बस शब्द सीखे. What is chromatography and autoradiography? So now discuss everything related to C3 cycle, Kelvin cycle. The diagram which is on the board is same, which is already there in your book. Now we are making it balanced. What is balanced? See, when you draw C3 cycle for one CO2, you are getting two molecules of PgAl, pagal, right? Okay. We said that one PgAl goes for glucose formation and remaining are recycled. But you must have come across a question is that one PgAl has 3 carbons. One PgAl has 3 carbons. So, when 3 carbon atom chemical goes for glucose formation, how come it can produce a glucose which contains 6C? PgAl has only 3C. So, PgAl cannot produce a glucose which contains 6C. So, there must be few molecules of PgAl going for glucose. Okay, simple भाषा में और बोला जाए तो एक PgAl एक ग्लूकोज नहीं बना सकता. एक ग्लूकोज बनाने के लिए कम से कम 2 PgAl लगेंगे. एक PgAl में 3 कार्बन, दूसरे PgAl के 3 कार्बन, 3 + 3 हो गए 6. Okay, so we'll draw such a cycle which explains this balancing. Okay, so sequence is same जो हमने लर्न किया था. चलो एक बार फिर से रट लेते हैं फास्ट मेरे साथ. C3 cycle, Kelvin cycle, C3 cycle, Kelvin cycle, CO2 plus RuBp, CO2 plus RuBp, unstable keto acid, PGA, di-PGA, pagal, PGA, di-PGA, pagal plus dhap, glucose formation, pagal plus dhap, glucose formation, remaining pagal recycle, RuMp, RuBp. ये जब तक आप रटेंगे नहीं, MCQ आपको आएंगे नहीं. रटना कंपलसरी है और अभी रटना है. 2 दिन के बाद, 4 दिन के बाद देखेंगे, सोचेंगे नहीं. राइट नाउ, आज. Right? Okay, so now as I said, one PgAl containing 3 carbon atom cannot produce one glucose because glucose contains 6C. So let us draw this cycle for 6 CO2 and see what happens. So for balancing, what I am doing, I am drawing cycle for 6 CO2. Now as I told you, ratio is always 1:1. रेशो हमेशा 1:1 है. तो एक CO2 के लिए साइकिल एक बार होगी तो 6 CO2 के लिए साइकिल 6 बार होगी. ओके, सो वॉट एवर वी हैव ड्रॉन राइट नाउ मल्टीप्लाइड बाय 6 करना है, सिंपल. ओके, एंड 1:1 रेशो भूलेंगे नहीं. सो फॉर 1 CO2 1 RuBp is required. So obviously for 6 CO2 will require 6 RuBp. Right? So 6 CO2 plus 6 RuBp will give you 6 unstable keto acid. Will give you 6 unstable keto acid. 6 unstable keto acid will divide to produce 12 molecules of 12 molecules of 3-phosphoglyceric acid, 3-PGA. Okay, अब बोलेंगे मैम कैसे? देखो एक पेज पीछे जाके हमने बोला था एक अनस्टेबल कीटो एसिड 2 PGA देता है. 1 से 2 तो 6 से 12. Isn't it simple, right? So what I said, you are having 6 unstable keto acid. So 6 unstable keto acid will cleave to double its number and it will produce 12 molecules of 3-phosphoglyceric acid. It will produce 12 molecules of 3-phosphoglyceric acid, each containing 3 carbon. Each containing 3 carbon. Now see, 12 molecules of 3-phosphoglyceric acid, 12 molecules of 3-phosphoglyceric acid will react with 12 ATP. Again 1:1 ratio. 2 PGA के लिए 2 ATP तो 12 PGA के लिए 12 ATP लगेंगे. Right? So 12 PGA plus 12 ATP. Now as we discussed, this step will add energy. ATP में जो energy थी वो energy. Along with that 12 IP. 12 ATP जो है 12 IP देंगे. 12 ATP ने 12 IP दे दिए तो what is regenerated? 12 ADP, adenosine diphosphate. Right? So 12 molecules of ATP will give out 12 inorganic phosphate. energy and inorganic phosphate are added, and 12 molecules of 3-PGA are phosphorylated to form 12 molecules of 1,3-dipGA. Same thing, same. बस हम multiply by 6 कर रहे हैं. Okay, so same as I teach you that this is a glyceric acid with 1 phosphate attached to 3rd carbon. This is a glyceric acid with 2 phosphate attached at 1st and 3rd carbon. Okay, so right now what you are having? 12 molecules of 1,3-dipGA. Now 12 molecules of 1,3-dipGA react with again 12 molecules of NADPH, which are coming from non-cyclic photophosphorylation. Okay, so 12 molecules of 1,3-dipGA plus 12 NADPH. Okay, NADPH will add hydrogen to 1,3-dipGA, and 1,3-dipGA is reduced to 12 molecules of PGAL. It will be reduced to 12 molecules of PGAL, पागल. Okay, अब नाम जो मैंने अभी बोला था आपको, this is 1,3-dipGA, this is 3-phosphoglyceraldehyde. तो इसमें एक फॉस्फेट कम हो गया है, तो एक PGAL में से एक फॉस्फेट गया, 2 PGAL में से एक 1,3-dipGA में से एक फॉस्फेट गया, एक 1,3-dipGA में से एक फॉस्फेट गया, 2 में से 2 गए, तो 12 में से यहाँ पे 12 फॉस्फेट निकलेंगे, 1:1 ratio. Okay, so this is a step in which 3-PGA is phosphorylated. This is a step wherein 3-PGA is phosphorylated. This is a step in which 1,3-dipGA is dephosphorylated. This is a step in which 1,3-dipGA is dephosphorylated. Okay, because it is dephosphorylated, 12 phosphates are given out. So in this step, phosphorylation plus reduction. Okay, so ये step को अगर हम नाम देंगे, ये step में, इसमें क्या हुआ? Okay, in this step, hydrogen is added and phosphate is removed. Okay, so addition of hydrogen is reduction and removal of hydrogen is dephosphorylation. Am I correct? So this is a step of reduction and dephosphorylation. इसकी अगर हम बात करते हैं तो this is a step of phosphorylation. This is a step of phosphorylation, right? In this step, PGA is phosphorylated. In this step, 1,3-dipGA is dephosphorylated. Along with that, hydrogen is added. So it is a step of reduction plus dephosphorylation. And now what you are having here, 12 molecules of PAGAL. What is PAGAL? PGAL. What is the long form? 3-phosphoglyceraldehyde. कितने molecule है आपके पास? 12. Okay, as you know, PAGAL has immense capacity. It can produce any type of sugar as per requirement of the plant. Okay, मैंने भले ही आपको यहाँ पे समझाया कि इधर शुगर बनते हैं या इधर शुगर बनते हैं, बात को समझो. PGAL can prepare any sugar. I just wrote it at different places. But PGAL has capacity to produce any sugar. Most common pathway and most common end product of photosynthesis is glucose. So we are talking about that. If we start teaching about how 4C, 5C, 6C, 7C sugar all are produced, then it will be around a cycle which contains 100-120 chemicals in it. Okay, ये जो पूरा प्रोसेस है, ये जो मैंने बोर्ड पे लिखा है, it is hardly 10% of the real C3 cycle. For discovering this C3 cycle, Melvin Kelvin and his co-worker got Nobel Prize. Okay, अभी तो मेथड मैंने आपको सिखाई नहीं. मेथड देखोगे तो सच में जैसे प्रोटॉन पंप देखने के बाद उलझ गए थे ना कि माय गॉड हाउ ऑल दिस थिंग्स आर हैपनिंग. सेम थिंग ट्रू कि प्लांट इतने सब केमिकल रिएक्शन कैसे करवाता है और ग्लूकोज कैसे बनाता है. Right? Okay, so just get it that this PGAL has ability to produce any sugar. Depending on requirement of the plant, it will decide whether to go for 4C, 5C, 6C, 7C sugar. Most common among them is 6C. So we are going for detail. ग्लूकोज कैसे बनता है इसके डिटेल्स हम सीखेंगे। इसको हमने सिर्फ ऐसे रखना है that PGL can prepare any sugar. Details we are not discussing. Got it? Right? So see, you are having 12 पागल। अब 12 पागल को झेलना है। ठीक है, 12 पागल है तो बहुत काम कर जाएंगे। देखो, see, among 12 PGAL, 2 PGAL go for glucose formation. Among 12 PGAL, 2 go for glucose formation. तो अब सिंपल सी बात है, अगर 12 में से 2 गए तो कितने रिसाइकल हुए? 10. Among 12, 2 go for glucose formation, 10 are recycled. Clear? Okay, so see, if you are having 2 pagal, PGAL, 1 PGAL remains PGAL only and other PGAL isomerizes to DHAP. 1 PGAL remain PGAL only and other isomerizes to produce DHAP. What is DHAP? DHAP. क्या लॉन्ग फॉर्म सिखाया था मैंने कल आपको? DHAP, डाइहाइड्रोक्सी एसीटोन फॉस्फेट। DHAP, डाइहाइड्रोक्सी एसीटोन फॉस्फेट। बोलो मेरे पास, 5 बार बोलेंगे। DHAP, डाइहाइड्रोक्सी एसीटोन फॉस्फेट। 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 DHAP. Right? So 1 PGAL, 1 DHAP, DHAP and pagal, 3C each will condense to form fructose 1,6-diphosphate. It forms fructose 1,6-diphosphate. Okay, 2 मिनट है, अभी ड्रॉ मत करो। Okay, let me complete. I'll give you a simple method. Okay, जो आपके नोटबुक में आसानी से लिख पाओगे। ठीक है, see. So what do you get here? Fructose 1,6-diphosphate. How many carbon in it? 6. कहाँ से आए? 3 आए पागल से, 3 आए धप से। So isn't it a first 6C chemical produced in the cycle? Fructose 1,6-diphosphate. Okay, so what is this? 1 PGAL, 1 DHAP, DHAP condenses together 3 plus 3. After condensation, a 6C chemical is produced, that is fructose 1,6-diphosphate. Okay, it is a 6C sugar. Barabar? Now, see, fructose 1,6-diphosphate is converted to fructose 6-phosphate. Okay, मैं आपको बार बार बोलती हूँ, केमिकल के नाम को समझो, आपको केमिकल रिएक्शन झट से समझ में आएगा। ओके, केमिकल के नाम को कैसे समझेंगे? सी, फ्रुक्टोज 1,6-डाइफॉस्फेट। फ्रुक्टोज 1,6-डाइफॉस्फेट, इसके पास 2 फॉस्फेट है, उससे बन गया फ्रुक्टोज 6-फॉस्फेट। इससे क्या बन गया? फ्रुक्टोज 6-फॉस्फेट, मतलब एक फॉस्फेट बाहर गया ना। Fructose 1,6-diphosphate is converted to fructose 6-phosphate, so obviously 1 phosphate is given out. Okay, but remember here, only phosphate is given out, not the energy, because glucose is an energy-rich chemical. It has energy-rich bonds, so it is not giving out any energy at this step. Only fructose 1,6-diphosphate is giving out fructose. Right? So fructose 1,6-diphosphate ने 1 IPD बाहर दे दिया, so what you get? Fructose 6-phosphate. So removal of phosphate, isn't it a step of dephosphorylation? Okay, then fructose 6-phosphate converted to glucose 6-phosphate. Now you know very well, fructose and glucose are isomers of each other. So fructose 6-phosphate isomerizes to glucose 6-phosphate. Fructose 6-phosphate isomerizes to glucose 6-phosphate, and glucose 6-phosphate converted to glucose. Again, look at the name of the chemical. It will tell you what happened, right? What is that? Glucose 6-phosphate ने phosphate दे दिया. Glucose 6-phosphate ने phosphate दे दिया, तो यहाँ पे एक phosphate निकल जाएगा, तो हमको क्या मिलेगा? Glucose 6-phosphate. Got it? Right? So glucose 6-phosphate is dephosphorylated to form glucose, which is end product, main end product of photosynthesis. So during this conversion, glucose बनते वक्त 2 जगह dephosphorylation हुआ। कौन से केमिकल का? Fructose 1,6-diphosphate is dephosphorylated, as well as glucose 6-phosphate is dephosphorylated, and ultimately the end product form is glucose. गेटिंग मी? समझ रहे हो? राइट, चलो अब आपके पास क्या बचा है? 10 पागल, 10 पागल आर स्टिल रिमेनिंग. लेट अस सी व्हाट हैपेंड टू देम. 10 PGAL कहाँ पे है? ये यहाँ पे लिखे हमने. ओके, जैसे मैंने अभी बोला था कि बैलेंसिंग इज इंपॉर्टेंट. सी 10 PGAL, 10 molecules of 3-PGAL are with you, each containing 3 carbon. Each containing 3 carbon. So, how many total carbon are present here? If I consider all this, how many total carbon are present here? चलो वही चॉकलेट के एग्जाम्पल के साथ आ जाते हैं. See, 3-PGAL is one pack of chocolate which contains 3 chocolates. ओके, ऐसे मेरे पास 10 पैक्स है. 3 चॉकलेट वाले मेरे पास 10 पैक है. तो मेरे पास टोटल कार्बन कितने हो गए? 10 3 30 कार्बन. एम आई करेक्ट? ओके, सो 10 molecules of 3-PGAL collectively are containing or constituting of total 30 carbon in it. 3 चॉकलेट के अगर आपके पास 10 पैक है, 3 चॉकलेट के अगर आपके पास 10 पैक है, तो टोटल कितने कार्बन रहेंगे आपके पास? 10 3 30 कार्बन. राइट? ओके, सो 10 3 30 कार्बन आर देयर. Now these 10 molecules of PGAL rearranges to form 6 molecules of RUMP. It will rearrange itself to form 6 molecules of RUMP. Why 6? See, RUMP, one molecule contains 5 carbon. Okay, so अगर मेरे पास 30 चॉकलेट है, 30 कार्बन है, मैंने 5 चॉकलेट एक पैक में डाले हैं, तो ऑब्वियसली कितने पैक बनेंगे? 6. राइट? सो इजंट इट बैलेंसिंग? 10 molecules of 3-PGAL containing overall 30 carbons will rearrange to form 5 molecules of RUMP, ribulose monophosphate. What's that? Ribulose monophosphate, which contain 5 carbon each. Okay, आ गया बैलेंसिंग. अब आप मुझे बोलेंगे मैडम ये इसका क्या? बेटा either or. Okay, if plant require 6C chemical, it will produce glucose. If it requires 4C is xylulose, 5C is pentose, 6C is glucose and 7C is pseudoheptulose. अब ये नाम जैसे ध्यान में रखेंगे. Okay, so 4C, 5C, 6C, 7C, okay, are the types of sugars can be produced if plant required. Erythrose, xylulose, then glucose and pseudoheptulose. Okay, so these are the very common names of sugars. Okay, यही सब नेम हमको और कई लेसन बायोमोलिक्यूल्स में वगैरह सीखने हैं, तो हमने पहले ये बेसिक सब केमिकल के नाम लर्न कर लेने हैं एंड देन विल रिलेट इट विथ बायोमोलिक्यूल. ये चैप्टर सीखने के बाद बायोमोलिक्यूल लर्न करना बड़ा आसान है. Okay, so just focus on names of this chemical. 3C वाला कौन है, 4C वाला कौन है, 5C वाला कौन है. That's why everything I wrote on the board. ये डायग्राम आपको हर चीज बताएगा. कार्बन का नंबर क्या है, बैलेंसिंग क्या है, कितने ATP लगते हैं, कहाँ पे फॉस्फोराइलेशन हुआ, कहाँ पे डीफॉस्फोराइलेशन हुआ. ओके, कौन से केमिकल से कौन से केमिकल रिएक्शन से कौन सा केमिकल बना. So this is giving you every detail just to learn this. और लर्निंग की प्रोसेस मैंने बोली, पहले शॉर्ट फॉर्म में रट्टा मारना है, फिर लॉन्ग फॉर्म ध्यान में रखते हैं, अपने आप केमिकल रिएक्शन समझ में आएंगे, रेशो 1:1 रखेंगे हम. ओके, बात खत्म है. लाइक दैट सिंपल, समझ के चलो. राइट? सो कम बैक. वी आर हैविंग 10 molecules of PGAL, each containing 3 carbons. So here you have total 30 carbons. 30 carbon are recycled. They are rearranged to regenerate RUMP, ribulose monophosphate. One molecule of RUMP contains 5 carbons. So ऐसे टोटल 6 मॉलिक्यूल RUMP के बनेंगे. ओके, एंड नाउ दिस RUMP रिएक्ट विथ 6 ATP. This RUMP react with 6 ATP. Again ATP will add IP. ATP फिर से IP दे देगा. और राइबुलोज मोनो मतलब 1, राइबुलोज मोनोफॉस्फेट का राइबुलोज बायफॉस्फेट, राइबुलोज बिसफॉस्फेट or ribulose diphosphate, one and the same thing. RUDP, D for Delhi, ribulose diphosphate, ribulose biphosphate, ribulose bisphosphate are regenerated, which is receiving next molecule of CO2. So, for 1 CO2, cycle runs once. For 6 CO2, cycle runs 6 times. When the cycle runs 6 times, it generates 1 glucose. It generates 1 glucose. Okay, तो चलो अब सब लोग समझ के एक बार साइकिल ड्रॉ कर लेते हैं. Okay, मैंने अभी बोला था कि because my whiteboard allows me to write like this. Okay, your page, आपके नोटबुक का पेज में C3 साइकिल ऐसे ड्रॉ करो. यहाँ पे PGAL है, सीधा चलेंगे और ग्लूकोज यहाँ पे लिखो. Okay, इस प्रकार से सीधा डायग्राम आप उतार सकते हो. प्लीज ड्रॉ द डायग्राम नाइसली. ओके, कलर पेन से कैलकुलेशन करके अच्छे से डायग्राम ड्रॉ कर लो. आई एम वेटिंग फॉर 2 minutes. चलो, हो गया. Okay, now further points related same thing, जैसे कैलकुलेशन आएंगे. ठीक है, मैंने एक CO2 के लिए एक साइकिल ड्रॉ किया था तो नीचे हमने कैलकुलेशन लिखे थे. तो अब 6 CO2 के लिए कैलकुलेशन लिखेंगे. चलो, रेडी एवरीवन? For 6 CO2, cycle runs 6 times, consuming ATP. बोलो ATP के नंबर. Calculate here 12, here 6. So 12 plus 6, 18. So for 6 CO2, cycle runs 6 times, consuming 12 ATP plus 6, that is 18 ATP, and NADPH calculate करो 12. Okay, चलो कैलकुलेशन लिख लो. For 6 CO2 oblique 1 glucose. For 6 CO2 oblique 1 glucose, cycle runs 6 times, consuming 18 ATP and 12 NADPH. In the bracket write down 12 ATP till glucose formation. 12 ATP till glucose formation and 6 ATP for regeneration. Sometimes they ask separately, how many ATP are required for glucose formation? How many ATP are required for the cycle? Cycle means complete cycle, okay? And generally the answer is 18 ATP. For formation of 1 glucose via Kelvin cycle, how many ATP are required? 18. If the question is, how many ATP are required for the formation of 1 glucose or till glucose formation only, then only your answer will be 12. Otherwise, your answer is always 18 ATP. Chalo, likh liye calculations. Okay. Now, one more thing is asked, that is in fraction. What is fraction? See, come here. You are having 12 molecules of PGAL, right? Among 12, 2 are going for glucose formation. तो यहाँ पे मैं लिखती हूँ ग्लूकोज फॉर्मेशन के लिए कितने गए? 12 में से 2। ग्लूकोज फॉर्मेशन में कितने गए? 12 में से 2। सो इजंट इट व्हाट फ्रैक्शन? 1/6. Okay, so if you are talking about 6 turns of C3, 6 turns of C3, you are having 12 pGal, and among 12 pGal, 2 means 1/6 fraction go for glucose formation. अगर हम कार्बन की बात करते हैं, what amount of carbon go for glucose formation for each turn? I repeat, ठीक से सुनो. What amount of carbon goes for glucose formation in each turn? Right? चलो अब देखो, फ्रैक्शन तो हमेशा सेम ही रहेगा। आपके पास यहाँ पे 12 3 36 कार्बन है। आपके पास 12 pGal है, एक pGal में 3 कार्बन है, तो 12 3 यहाँ पे टोटल आपके पास 36 कार्बन है। 36 कार्बन में से, अब दूसरा कैलकुलेशन लिख रही हूं मैं, 36 कार्बन में से 6 गए, राइट? सो यहां पे भी 1/6 ही तो आया। इफ आई एम टॉकिंग अबाउट नंबर ऑफ कार्बन, देन आउट ऑफ 36 6 go for glucose formation. If I am talking about number of pagal, pGal, out of 12 2 goes for glucose formation. दोनों का मतलब एक ही है, 1/6 go for glucose formation. राइट? चलो रीजनरेशन के लिए आते हैं। अमंग द 36 में से 30 कार्बन रीजनरेट हो गए, रीजनरेशन के लिए गए, तो इजंट इट 5/6? सो राइट डाउन, कैलकुलेशन में नीचे लिख लो। इन ईच टर्न in C3 cycle, in each turn of C3 cycle, 1/6 carbon goes for glucose formation. 5/6 are going for regeneration, or 5/6 are recycled. 1/6 go for glucose formation, 5/6 are recycled. अब ये हमेशा फ्रैक्शन ऐसे ही रहेगा। कार्बन के बारे में पूछे, पीजीएल के बारे में पूछे, व्हाटएवर। समझ रहे हो? राइट? ओके, सो कैलकुलेशंस कैन बी लाइक दिस। राइट डाउन अ प्रॉब्लम, लिख लो। चलो प्रॉब्लम। फॉर द फॉर्मेशन ऑफ 10 ग्लूकोज, what number of pGal go for glucose formation? What number of ATP, NADPH are required? What number of ATP and NADPH are required? And how many turns of cycles? And how many turns of cycles will be performed? Okay, चलो दिमाग लगाओ, प्रॉब्लम सॉल्व करो। एक्सप्लेनेशन टुमारो, okay, after the lecture. Right? So this is what is regarding complete calculation part. Now next is, this cycle is divided mainly into 3 steps. Cycle is divided mainly into 3 steps. Which is the first step? See here, ये जो यहां तक है, this one, ये वाला, this is first step. What is this? RUBP plus CO2 giving you unstable keto acid. This is step number 1. This is step number 1, जिसमें RUBP का कार्बोक्सिलेशन होता है, तो इसको हम बोलेंगे स्टेप ऑफ कार्बोक्सिलेशन। First step of C3 cycle is carboxylation. Right? Now, this step, जिसमें phosphorylation plus reduction आ गया, this is step number 2, which is reduction. This is step number 2, which is reduction. Okay, and this PGAL to RUBP, ये वाला पूरा पार्ट, ये यहां से यहां तक. Okay, this is step of regeneration. So total C3 cycle is divided mainly into 3 steps. One is carboxylation, second is reduction, and third is regeneration according to NCERT. Okay, स्टेट बोर्ड वालों ने थोड़ा चेंज किया है. Reduction is also called glycolytic reversal pathway. This step of reduction is also called glycolytic reversal pathway, which includes this step of reduction, and this process, it is called synthetic phase, synthesis of glucose. Okay, so this PGAL to glucose, PGAL gives you fructose 1,6-diphosphate, fructose 1,6-diphosphate, fructose 6-phosphate, fructose 6-phosphate, glucose 6-phosphate, glucose 6-phosphate, glucose. Okay, so this is the step, is synthetic phase, and PGAL to RUBP is a step of regeneration. Right? So this is about all details of C3 cycle. Right? Now come to NCERT reading. NCERT reading, page number 216. The primary acceptor of CO2. Right? Let us now ask ourselves a question that was asked by scientists who were struggling to understand the dark reaction. Right? So scientists लोगों को जो question दिल में आए, जिनकी वजह से उन्होंने इन्वेस्टिगेशन किया, वो क्वेश्चन के बारे में हम सोचते हैं. How many carbon atoms would a molecule have which after accepting fixing CO2 would have 3 carbon or PGA? Okay. So see, simple question. As CO2 enter in, which chemical receives CO2? Which is the first stable chemical? Right? Okay. अब ये जो प्रोसेस साइंटिस्ट लोग पढ़ रहे थे, तो ये अनस्टेबल कीटो एसिड समझने में उनको बड़ी दिक्कत हुई. Okay, experimentally to prove that this unstable keto acid exists, because within a fraction of second it splits, it cleaves. So understand all these things was really a big deal, और साइंटिस्ट लोगों ने बहुत अच्छे से उसको डिस्कवर किया. Okay, see, the studies were unexceptionally showed that the acceptor molecule was a 5-carbon keto sugar. It was ribulose bisphosphate, RUBP. Did any of you think of this possibility? Do not worry. The scientists also took a long time and conducted many experiments to reach this conclusion. This was believed that since the first product was a C3 acid, the primary acceptor would be a 2-carbon compound. They spent many years trying to identify a 2-carbon compound before they discovered the 5-C-RUBP. Okay, so ये पूरे प्रोसेस में कौन सा केमिकल CO2 रिसीव करता है, पहला केमिकल कौन सा बनता है. Okay, ये बहुत कॉम्प्लिकेटेड मेथड था जो साइंटिस्ट ने बहुत सारे एक्सपेरिमेंटेशन करवा के ढूंढ के निकाला. Okay, so come to Kelvin cycle, C3 cycle. Kelvin and his co-worker then worked out the whole pathway and showed that the pathway operated in cyclic manner. What is cycle? What do you mean by cycle? It starts from one point and it completes at other point. Right? So it is cycle. See, the RUBP was regenerated. RUBP से शुरू होता है और RUBP फिर से regenerate होता है. So it is a cyclic series of chemical reaction which run in cycle. Let us now see how the Kelvin pathway operates and where the sugar is synthesized. Let us at the outset understand very clearly that the Kelvin pathway occurs in all photosynthetic plants. All photoautotrophs perform Kelvin cycle. It does not matter where they have C3 or C4 or other pathway. Okay, अब ये स्टेटमेंट आपको नहीं समझेगा, बस एक बात बोलती हूँ, प्लांट के पास C3 साइकिल होता है तो वो C3 साइकिल करता ही है। प्लांट अगर C4 पाथवे करता है तो उसके साथ साथ वो C3 भी करता है। कैम अगर C4 पाथवे करता है तो उसके साथ साथ वो C3 करता ही है। मीन्स ऑल फोटोऑटोट्रॉप्स आर परफॉर्मिंग C3 पाथवे। Carboxylation. For ease of understanding, the Kelvin cycle can be described under the three stages: carboxylation, reduction, and regeneration. Carboxylation, reduction, and regeneration. Carboxylation. Carboxylation is the fixation of CO2 into a stable organic intermediate. Carboxylation is the most crucial step of Kelvin cycle, where CO2 is utilized for the carboxylation of RuBP. CO2 is utilized for the carboxylation of RuAB. This reaction is catalyzed by enzyme RuBP carboxylase, which results in the formation of two molecules of 3-PGA. It cleaves to produce two molecules of 3-PGA. एक CO2 के लिए 2, right? तो 6 के लिए यहाँ पे बनेंगे 12. This reaction is catalyzed by the enzyme RuBP carboxylase, which results in the formation of two molecules of 3-PGA. Since this enzyme also has oxygenase activity, it would be more correct to call it RuBP carboxylase oxygenase. Okay, see, RuBP का कार्बोक्सिलेशन करवाने वाला RuBP कार्बोक्सिलेज, लेकिन आगे जाके लेसन में हम सीखेंगे कि ये एंजाइम RuBP को ऑक्सीजन के साथ भी कंबाइन करवा सकता है. So this enzyme has ability to cause carboxylation as well as oxygenation. So it is carboxylase oxygenase. So मैंने ये नाम लिखा है RuBisco. What's the long form? Ribulose bisphosphate carboxylase oxygenase. Capital C for carboxylase, capital O for oxygenase. Right? Okay. See now. Reduction. There are series of reactions that lead to the formation of glucose. These steps involve utilization of two molecules of ATP for phosphorylation and 2 of NADPH for reduction. They are explaining these two steps. PGA plus 2 ATP give you 1,3-dipga. 1,3-dipga plus 2 NADPH giving you 2 molecules of PGAL. So this is a step of phosphorylation. This is a step of reduction. The fixation of 6 molecules of CO2 and 6 turns of cycle are required for removal of 1 molecule of glucose from the pathway. For formation of 1 glucose, that is ये साइकिल में से एक ग्लूकोज बाहर निकालने के लिए ये साइकिल 6 बार चलना जरूरी है. नेक्स्ट वन, रीजनरेशन. Regeneration of the CO2 acceptor molecule RuBP is crucial if the cycle is to be continued uninterrupted. This process will continue only if RuBP is regenerated. If RuBP is not regenerated, the process will stop. So it is very essential, regeneration. The regeneration step requires 1 ATP for phosphorylation to form RuBP. Hence, every CO2 molecules entering in Kelvin cycle, 3 molecules of ATP and 2 NADPH are required. It is probably to meet this difference in number of ATP and NADPH. Okay, now listen, it comes again calculation. सब लोग याद करो आपने क्या क्या लर्न किया. What you have written? 1 non-cyclic generate 2 NADPH. चाहे तो पीछे जाके देख लो, मैंने आपको लिखवा के दिया है. 1 non-cyclic generate 2 NADPH and 1 ATP. Okay, चलो तो 2 NADPH की बात करते हैं. एक C3 साइकिल के लिए 2 NADPH लगे, एक C3 साइकिल के लिए 2 NADPH लगे, मतलब एक C3 साइकिल के लिए एक नॉन साइक्लिक हुआ. राइट डाउन हियर कैलकुलेशंस. For 1 C3 cycle, 2 NADPH are required. For 1 C3 cycle, 2 NADPH are required, which are synthesized by 1 cyclic. Okay, so एक cyclic, एक C3 cycle बराबर. लेकिन एक नॉन साइक्लिक में एक ही NADPH बनता है. आई रिपीट, एक C3 साइकिल तो एक नॉन साइक्लिक हो रहा है. राइट, ओके, एक नॉन साइक्लिक ने 2 NADPH दे दिए, लेकिन एक नॉन साइक्लिक एक ही ATP देता है, लेकिन एक C3 के लिए 3 ATP लगते हैं। तो ये जो 2 ATP की कमी है, 2 ATP are less which are required by C3 cycle. So from where those ATP are coming? They are coming from cyclic as well as non-cyclic. Okay, so आपने क्या लिखा? For 1 C3, 2 NADPH are required coming from 1 non-cyclic. उसके नीचे लिखो, but for 1 C3, 3 ATP are required. But for 1 C3, 3 ATP are required, which are provided by 1 non-cyclic and 1 cyclic, because 1 cyclic generate 2 ATP, 1 non-cyclic generate 1 ATP. समझ रहे हो? Right? So for 1 C3, 3 ATP are required coming from 1 cyclic and 1 non-cyclic. Got it? Okay, chalo, see now. It is probably to meet this difference, the number of ATP and NADPH used in dark reaction, that the cyclic photophosphorylation takes place. अकेली नॉन साइक्लिक 2 NADPH और 1 ATP ही देंगी, तो बचे जो कमी है ATP की वो साइक्लिक से पूरी होगी. To make 1 molecule of glucose, 6 turns of cycle are required. Work out how many ATP and NADPH molecule will be required to make 1 molecule of glucose through the Kelvin cycle. We worked. Okay, लिख लिया. It might help you to understand all these if look at what goes in and what comes out of the Kelvin cycle. Okay, Kelvin cycle में क्या क्या गया? अगर 6 की बात करते हैं तो 6 CO2 enter in, 6 ATP goes in, sorry, 6 CO2, 12 plus 6, 18 ATP and 12 NADPH. तो बाहर क्या क्या निकला? 1 glucose, then 18 ADP and 12 NADP. Understood? Okay, so this is all about C3 cycle. Okay, so हमने maximum points state board के भी cover किए हैं. All the intermediate chemicals which are not mentioned in NCERT are there in state board. But remember NCERT में ये कुछ chemical के नाम अगर नहीं भी है तो भी हमको करने हैं क्योंकि NET में ये पूछे जाएंगे. Okay, so here we completed C3 cycle.